computers are really powerful, right? They are really powerful. They are really helpful. And right now, they can replace many teachers or maybe any teachers. Right now, computers and ChatGPT and AI, they are able to replace any teachers and any teaching process. Assalomu alaykum. Bugun demak tillarni kompyuter yordamida o'rganish, programmalar yordamida o'rganish haqida gapirmoqchiman. Today we are going to speak about computer assisted teaching and learning foreign languages. Hozirning o'zida mana kompyuter programmalari o'qituvchining o'rniga ishlay oladi. But unfortunately, not surprisingly, our students, our school children, they lack discipline, and that's why right now maybe it's impossible for them, because this discipline is needed to just work with computers independently, right? But anyway, we are going to speak about computers and using them in teaching process, in learning process. There are many interactive programs, right? Interactive means you interact with the program, it gives you some feedback, it checks your answers, it listens to you, it evaluates your speaking, it evaluates your reading. Just many things can be done with the help of computers, right? Hozirning o'zida kompyuterlar masalan sizni reading, writingni baholay oladi, listeningni bemalol baholay oladi. Bundan tashqari ChatGPT bemalol speakingni baholay oladi hozirning o'zida. Unchalik tiniq bo'lmasa ham baribir anchagina yaxshi baholay oladi. Right now, ChatGPT can evaluate your speaking level. It's not very accurate, maybe. It's not very accurate, but anyway, it is acceptable, right? And it gives you some feedback. It explains you your mistakes. And ChatGPT's English is perfect because it knows English better than any other languages. It knows many, many languages. Maybe it knows 20, maybe 25 languages right now. But on the scale of 10, maybe it can take 10 out of 10 when speaking about English. Its English is the best, right? It knows English better than any other languages, right? Demak, ChatGPT bilan suhbat qiladigan bo'lsak, uning ingliz tili haqiqatdan mukammal, juda ham yaxshi va u albatta bemalol sizning speakingingizni baholay oladi va siz bilan muloqot qila oladi. And ChatGPT can talk with you about anything. But right now, I'd like to talk about some computer programs, iCheckers, like iCheckers and iTutors, right? iTutors, iCheckers. Demak, bugun men iChecker va iTutorlar haqida gapirmoqchi edim. Demak, iTutor degani bu как бы elektron repetitor, internet repetitor degani, ya. iChecker demak testlar beriladi sizga va testni kompyuterni o'zi tekshirib, sizga xatongizni ham ko'rsatadi, to'g'ri variantni ham ko'rsatadi. Va ba'zi programmalar ehtimol xatoni izohini ham beradi. Nima uchun bu xato, nima uchun bu to'g'ri ekanligini ham tushuntirib beradi. Okay, I know, for example, Headway iTutor and Headway iChecker and Headway iTools. And there is Navigate iTutor and Navigate iChecker, right? Those programs make teachers' job really efficient and much easier and less stressful, right? Far more less stressful because checking is done by computers, right? It doesn't take you any time to check your students' answers, and in addition to that, you don't have to spend any money for papers and for copying machine, right? You don't have to print anything. Everything is done on the screen of your computers or tablets or maybe mobile phones. That is possible. But when we speak about iChecker, iTutor, just computers should be used because you can't use iTutor or iChecker on your mobile phone because it's a big program, right? It's a very big program and you have to use your computers or maybe tablets, right? And those interactive programs make the learning process really interesting, exciting, right? And you can use that individual approach, right? You can just give individual tasks to each student, right? And each student's task will be absolutely different from others' tasks, right? Which is really convenient, right? And in addition to that, computers, just each computer, personal computer, can work personally, can explain that student, just individual student, his own mistakes, and that's why it helps us to just use just personalized approach and personalized programs, right? Because when we talk to the whole group, maybe somebody understands, somebody doesn't. And when we think about testing, computers are really helpful and powerful. Bolalarni, studentlarni test qilish, masalan, tekshiruvdan o'tkazish, kichkina bir imtihon o'tkazib yuborishda ham kompyuterlar juda ham ko'p vaqtimizni tejaydi va kuchimizni tejaydi, right? The testing on computers is really convenient, right? It's really comfortable because computers can check their answers in a second, right? If you check it yourself, if you check their answers and their papers yourself, it takes really a huge amount of time, right? It is really stressful and time consuming and energy consuming, but computers can do it in a second, right? It can be done immediately, just in a second, and they are absolutely objective, right? They don't have any likes or dislikes, and that's why computers are great for testing students, right? Testing. Okay, they can test their vocabulary, grammar, their reading and listening. It can be done very quickly. Maybe for checking their writing, maybe computers are not able to do anything, or they can do very little, because writing can be checked by people only, just properly, right, with high quality. But when we speak about speaking, right now computers can evaluate and can check students speaking, right? Hozirda o'zida demak kompyuterlar juda ham ko'p vaqtimizni tejaydi va o'sha tekshiruv jarayonini anchagina osonlashtiradi, tezlashtiradi va qog'oz kerak emas bunga, juda ham qog'oz bozor bo'lib ketmaydi birinchidan. Keyin vaqt tejaladi, kuch tejaladi. Buni ustiga kompyuterlar absolyutno xolis, chunki yaxshi ko'radigan studenti bo'lmaydi, yomon ko'radigan studenti bo'lmaydi, u hammani birdek tekshiradi va xafa bo'ladigan odam ham qolmaydi. Computers are absolutely neutral, right? They don't have favorite students, they don't have students that they don't like. That's why their results are just objective, absolutely, right? Nobody can be insulted, right? Nobody is insulted by their results, right? Because computers don't have any dislikes or likes, as I said before. They don't have any favorites or any students that they don't like, and that's why they should be trusted. Results made by computers can be trusted, right? And we can change those programs, we can change those tests very quickly, and we don't have to spend so much paper and so much time to print those tests on the paper and check them. Really, just computers can save a lot of time, energy, and resources, and nerves, by the way, because it becomes really easy and efficient, and it can be done very quickly. And we can do it again and again, just many times, right? And in addition to that, computers show the students their mistakes and the right answer. And students can check their answers and they can analyze their answers and mistakes and work on their mistakes, and this way they can just boost their English level and their English skills. Demak, testlar haqida gapirsak, testlar kompyuterda olinsa ham juda ham qulay bu narsa. Qog'oz ishlatish kerak bo'lmaydi. Ularni printerdan chiqarib, ularni kserokopiya qilib, keyin ularni tekshirib, hamma yoq qog'oz bosib ketgandan ko'ra kompyuterda bu narsa juda ham tez qilinadi. Bundan tashqari kompyuterda chiqqan natijalar hech kimni xafa qilmaydi, chunki kompyuterda sevimli o'quvchilari yo'q yoki yomon ko'radigan o'quvchilari yo'q. U mutlaqo xolis. Buni tepada aytganimdek, absolyutno xolis. Va bu narsa qayta va qayta qilinishi mumkin. Va kompyuter studentlarning xatosini ham ko'rsatadi, to'g'ri javobni ham ko'rsatadi va studentlar o'sha xatolarni tahlil qilib, ingliz tilidan bo'lgan qobiliyatlarini tezgina o'stirishi mumkin.